Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating question that might make you rethink how you see your daily life. Are all human interactions buyer-seller transactions? At first glance, the idea seems a bit cynical, doesn't it? We usually think of buyer-seller transactions in terms of money changing hands, like buying a coffee, ordering a book online, or getting your car fixed. But what if we broaden our definition? What if a transaction isn't just about cash, and buying and selling happen in ways we don't even consciously realize? Let's break it down. In a traditional economic transaction, one party sells a good or service, and the other buys it, usually with money, but at its core, it's an exchange of value. One party provides something, and the other provides something in return that they deem of equal or greater value. Now consider a conversation with a friend. You're selling your attention, your listening ear, your empathy, perhaps a funny story. What are you buying in return? Perhaps companionship, emotional support, a good laugh, or a fresh perspective. There's no invoice, no receipt, but an exchange of non-monetary value is absolutely happening. Think about a parent raising a child. Is it a transaction? The parent sells countless hours of care, unconditional love, teaching, and financial support. What are they buying? The joy of parenthood, the continuation of their lineage, the hope for a bright future for their child, and perhaps even a sense of purpose. It's a deeply imbalanced transaction in the early years, with the parent giving far more, but the perceived value received makes it worthwhile. And as the child grows, the return on investment often comes in the form of love, support, and companionship. Even a simple act of kindness, like holding a door open for someone, you sell a tiny bit of your time and effort. What do you buy? Perhaps a fleeting smile, a thank you, a sense of self-satisfaction, or the subtle reinforcement of a polite, cooperative society. It's a microtransaction, almost imperceptible, but an exchange nonetheless. So, if we expand our definition of buyer and seller to include anyone providing something and anyone receiving something of perceived value, then yes, almost all human interactions can be framed as transactions. We are constantly exchanging things: our time, our energy, our emotions, our knowledge, our physical presence, our reputation, our trust, our respect. The price isn't always monetary. Sometimes it's convenience. Sometimes it's social acceptance. Sometimes it's emotional validation. Sometimes it's peace of mind. We pay with our attention when we scroll through social media, buying entertainment or information. Now, this perspective isn't meant to be cynical. In fact, understanding this can be incredibly empowering. If we recognize that we are constantly engaged in these exchanges, we can become more intentional about them. We can ask ourselves, what am I truly selling in this interaction, and what am I hoping to buy? This isn't about being transactional in a cold, calculating way, but about being aware of the dynamics at play in our relationships. For instance, in a romantic relationship, when one partner feels they are consistently paying more and receiving less, the transaction becomes unbalanced, leading to dissatisfaction. Even altruism, the act of selflessly helping others, can be seen through this lens. When someone volunteers their time, they are selling their labor and compassion. What are they buying? A sense of fulfillment, purpose, community, and the knowledge that they are making a positive impact. The payment isn't external, but internal. The key takeaway here isn't that we should treat every human connection like a business deal, but rather to understand that value exchange is a fundamental part of our social fabric. Whether it's monetary, emotional, social, or intellectual, we are always engaged in a give and take. So next time you interact with someone, try thinking about it through this lens, even just for a moment. What are you bringing to the table, and what are you hoping to gain? It might just give you a deeper understanding of human nature and the intricate dance of our daily lives.